What is happening, everybody? Oh, belts. Sorry, guys. The Giants game is on right now, so I just happened to look over and I saw a botched double play. It's okay. Fine. Not going to ruin the day. It's not going to ruin the show. Maybe it will. I don't know. Okay. We got Phillies are threatening right now, so it's 2 outs, man on the corners. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What's happening, guys? It is Monday, April 19th. Man, we're just passing through this this month for sure. What's going on there, Mr. Jason? How you doing, sir? Let's see who else is here. Hey, we got a new member. How you doing? Well, we got Disneyland Dude 05. Well, thank you for becoming a new member. Appreciate that, and you guys can do that too if you want to hit the join button. Get a little badge, a little access to some, emojis, which I know I got to put more. And then, of course, it's a behind-the-scenes video. I posted one last week of certain something. What's going on, Niner fan? How you doing? What's going on, mi hermano? What's up? Snyder cut. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. Shadow Ghost. We got Edward here. Yeah, what's going on? Job Diaz. Funny name. Power Lord. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Huh? Was that intro on purpose this time? Yeah, that was on purpose. Well, I figured, we're going to talk about Flash. Why not show the Flash version of me running my head right into the door? Why not? What's going on there, Mr. Skelly? What? Oh, wait. Did I mess up something? I have no idea what that is. Craic? I have no idea. No idea what the heck that is. Can't tell you. What's going on, Mr. Jose? How you doing? We got Strange World here. How's it going? Okay. Out of the inning. We're good. We're good, guys. They got out of the inning. We're good. All right. How's it going, Stephanie? How you doing? Eric, Daniel, what haps? What's going on, Jesse? We got Bradley here too. Oh man, this thing always jumps. Bradley, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we got Joe. Yeah. Whatever with the Dodgers. Giants are still close behind. They're doing pretty good. I'm actually pretty surprised on how much they're doing pretty good this year. We got Mattia. How you doing, buddy? To the moon. That's right. Hello, darling. All right. And we got LP3 Customs right here. Well, it's Monday. Well, it's the end of Monday, as I always say. Thank God. Because today kind of sucked for me a little bit. It half sucked. Okay. It halfway sucked, and I'll explain in a minute. But, of course, I have my Monday wine. Delicious. And now I'm seeing a commercial for Applebee's that looks really delicious. A lot of new dishes going on there. I'm getting hungry. Thank you for clicking in. If you guys, of course, hit that like, thumbs up. Make sure you do that. Show some appreciation right there. Hey, we got Jess here, too. We got Jess. There she is. All right. We got... Thank you for joining, of course, Jess. Let's see. What was I saying? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. See what happens when Jess shows up? All of a sudden, everybody starts going, hey. And I'm even like, hey. And then I'm like, what did I even talk about? I don't even know. No. But make sure you hit that like, thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, too, so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Hit the join button if you want to become a member like Disneyland Man did. And, or you could, of course, join the Patreon, which helps out the pirate ship. Get some early access to things like, you get to know about Vodka Stream guests, submit some questions, take part in the Patreon live stream that I do once a month. If you want to come on and talk to me and stuff like that, it's always fun talking to the patrons because, the guys that are doing that, I show a ton of appreciation. I didn't do my background, did I? No, I did not. There it is. All right. Put that background in, Dave. All right. So, yeah, of course, if you want to do that, feel free to do it. Got a couple of tiers, appreciation dollar tier, and then, of course, a $3 and $6 tiers right there, which is great. And, yeah, man, I mean, I already nailed down a guest, not for this week, but for the next week. It's kind of interesting. I already got a guest already lined up that you guys would definitely know. So I'll probably let the patrons know. Maybe I'll let them know this week. or something. But yeah, crazy. I was like, all right, we'll just schedule for now. And then other things are rolling on too when it comes to guests. And then, of course, guys, you want to get some merchandise, you could do go to the Film Junkie Closet, which is also down below. And whoa, look at that. I didn't realize it did that. Flip it around. Sorry, I didn't realize it did that. I've had Teespring for how many years now? I didn't realize, oh yeah, it does that whole thing. I just thought that was cool. Boop, boop. Yeah, but yeah, you can get some shirts. Metalhead vodka stream shirt. We got the Signal, which is behind me, and the shirt that I'm wearing right here, of course, that I'm wearing right now. May the Swords be with you, which is more of a personal shirt because it was just more of a dig at some of the the sources out there, and then of course the Keaton Batman shirt, which of course we're going to be talking a little Michael Keaton tonight with that awesome '89 Batman logo, and then of course, I'm like, wow, that might be a new feature. I don't know. Maybe that was a new feature. I don't know. Am I just losing it? Maybe. So then, of course, take me back to 2015, Back to the Future shirt. So, yeah, guys. Man. So, this weekend was crazy. It was awesome. It's just busy weekend. Tell you what. We all know, of course, JusticeCon that happened, which, again, it just, I can't say enough, to Wonder Meg, the Nerd Queens, Nan and Cole, they fucking pulled it off. I mean, talk about just like a huge step up from last year. I mean, last year was still great too, but it's just, with the fact that now that there was there's 3 days worth of panels, and the fact that there was other hosts, just other voices that were involved, more people involved. We got to see Zack Snyder twice. There's just so much that went on. And then, I can't thank them enough for me being a part of it too. And having me be a host. And I know, like, hey, Rosemary's here. What's going on? Can you make a Batman Forever shirt? I don't know if I have to think of some kind of creative ideas for that. Maybe I will. I mean, when it comes to designing shirts, you got to be careful because you don't want to do the copyright thing. But if you actually, you kind of be a little creative, be a little crafty, not really show you can't do a generic logo. But if you do a modified logo, then it gets passed. Like my Got Ham shirt, like I have the O in Got Ham is a bat, but it's a modified one. So it's not, it's not the normal trademarked one. But anyways, guys, yeah, it was pretty crazy. And is Wonder Meg here? Is Meg here? Meg's here. I thought somebody said hi, Meg. Hi, Meg. If you're here, I can't even see. There she is. There's Meg. But yeah, good job to Meg, and of course the Nerd Queens. I mean, it's just such a talk about a big step up. Because last year was just kind of like, well, let's just do this thing, and I think I even said it last night during my little audio only live stream was, to be part of every panel. I mean, that had to be pretty damn exhausting. And then just to have more panels now, and fan panels and artist panels, and having the 2 different days for the 2 different movies was, it just was very well done. Just very well done. And it all just, yes, of course, there was technical difficulties. Of course, my panel had to be, had some technical difficulties. Why not? Nice bunt. Nice bunt. Sorry, I like a good bunt. I said bunt, okay? Good job, Slader. Sorry. I anybody that can pull off a fucking awesome bunt, that's great. Anyway, sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm going to be a little slightly distracted sometimes, and I'm looking over there. No, but it just was, it was great. But yeah, of course, like the technical difficulties that happened with Joe, with me and Joe. And I was like, great, here we go. But no, it still ended up going pretty good. And I appreciate all the kind words that you guys had when it came to my panel, which, I mean, it was a little tough. It started off a little tough, and, I am talking to Slade Wilson here. So it started off a little rough start, but I think everything was still all right. And still had fun. And like I said, I think once everything got going, and I think Joe was a little a little reserved, little not out there, and then all of a sudden he really started getting into it. I think when we we started talking about the Spider-Man poster and Metallica, and then of course Dungeons and Dragons. It's I think he really just opened up, and then of course he showed his little doggy at the end. I know I had to bring up Metallica. And I appreciate you guys saying that. Yeah, it was all awesome. But yeah, I had to bring it. As soon I went, wait, of course Joe is fucking. Because when I watched this movie, Shoplifters of the World, and he plays Heavy Metal Mickey, on the back of his jean vest is, Ride the Lightning, Metallica. And I went, oh yeah, duh. He's a Metallica guy. He's worn Metallica shirts. I've seen that. And then I looked it up. I'm like, all right, now I got to make sure I bring up some Metallica. And, I had to ask, what would Slade Wilson's favorite Metallica song be? And I was like, when I thought about that, I went, it better be Disposable Heroes, man. Disposable Heroes. And that's exactly what he said. And that was my moment. Just like how Scott had with Harry Lennox, the Chacos moment. That was my moment where I went, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Cause I was like, it's gotta be that. It fits because that's all about soldiers and shit. Great song, by the way. That's probably up there, one of my favorite Metallica songs too. So good things. But anyways, yes, it was great. And then last night was great. It's starting to grab some Taco Bell. That's what we do, Sinfinity. This is what we do. We help. I know when he brought up Bubbles, it was perfect. That was perfect. I'm like, okay, there you go. Because like I said, rough start, but it just it ended nicely. And then even Joe, before he left, he was all, that was a lot of fun, guys. And I think, it's just, you just never know what's going to happen. Sometimes technology or, Joe's taking time out of his busy schedule to do this. And he probably, he was like, what am I getting myself into? And then he finally, I think it's just the conversation really just ended up going in a pretty damn good direction. And and then he did that. Dave, hey, don't think I have not reached out to the man. I definitely have. We'll see what happens. I don't know when he's going to actually start doing going on people's shows or whatnot. But I've talked to the guy like in DMs. He's expressed interest, but he said he wasn't going to do it now. But now that it's official, I don't know what exactly is going to happen with all that. I'm sure he's got to talk with his people and all that stuff. So, but I have reached out. I definitely have reached out. I think a lot of people have started to reach out. He's probably getting a flood. Of people trying to get them on the shows and stuff like that. And I would love that. I absolutely love that. But anyways, crazy weekend. And of course, it was a weekend where friends were like, hey, let's get together. So it was just, and then of course, still had the Fanimated stream. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought Crawford got a hold of that one pretty good. No, but hey, you want some mints? See, this is the company I work for now. They sent me mints as well as a coffee mug, a ceramic one, a very nice coffee mug. But they sent me some mints too. So that's the company I work for now. Anyways, now people are gonna anyways. Leave the technical difficulties to Ben and Garza, right? So it was just kind of just a crazy weekend. And then I was kind of lazy yesterday watching the Army of the Dead panels, which were great, which were fantastic. I mean, I tell you what, Tim and Scott, talk about a couple of professionals, man. They make us look like, we're all wearing T-shirts and shit. They're all nice and dressed up. They got the coats and the collars and everything, and they got those voices, those voices. Those radio voices, I should say, I think the only thing I got on them is I'm prettier. That's all. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, but it was awesome. And last night too, of course, I did like an audio only, which was a lot of fun. And I brought on Meg because I just hit her up and she was still awake. And it was definitely a lot of fun just to go over all the streams. So hopefully you guys check that out. It is definitely on the channel still. And we did that, and of course talked about online ordering for Taco Bell. That's right. We both have a love for Taco Bell. And it was I got some Taco Bell yesterday. Those quesaritos, man. Delicious. The quesalupas are good too, but I don't know. I'm more of a quesarito guy. And for some reason you have to order those online. Weird. I know. It's weird. It's like they literally have all the stuff, and that's what we kind of talked about. It's like they literally could just make it if you ordered it, but it's an online exclusive. It's weird. Exclusive quesarito. Anyways, guys, just to let you know. But it's kind of nice, Meg. Like I said last night, once you do it, you just literally just go up there and they just hand you your food. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go to the tweets, guys. Let's go to the tweets. Boop. All right, let's go. Let's see what was happening today. Doing all that. This is badass right here. Look at this. You got David M. Jones. He made, look at that. He made an Army of the Dead style Zack Snyder's Justice League with the Vegas style, the neon lights and all that. Look at Darkseid with his flaming eyes. I mean, how awesome is that, guys? How awesome is that? What's a quesarito? Well, a quesarito is a burrito that is wrapped with a tortilla that has a cheese spread with it. It's delicious. It's amazing. Try it, Stephanie. I'm just saying. I got 2 of them yesterday. It's absolutely delicious. Yes. But anyways, this is badass right here. Just saw this on the feed, and that's really cool. So that's what I love about the internet. This is why I do the tweet things, guys, because I like to show people's work right here. And speaking of people's work, Jesus Christ, J-Lo, she's collecting engagement rings like fucking infinity stones. She's going to take over the world, guys. Yeah. Look at that. A-Rod's ring, Mark's ring, Ben's ring. That's right. Even Ben Affleck gave her a ring. Chris and Anaji's. So she has 5 rings, okay? She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not... you know, I listen to things, and there's some people that, you know, that are within the Hollywood realm that, you know, yeah, I mean, she's gorgeous. She's talented. But, man, is she... Yeah. She's got, you know, she's not an angel, guys. I love it when people are like trying to be like, oh, well, it's not her fault that she, you know, that these guys didn't stick around. Yeah, true. It's not entirely, but it takes 2 to tango. Okay. And when it came to her and A-Rod, I mean, when they finally like broke up, when they broke off their thing, yeah, that was a long time coming. Because from what I heard, A-Rod has been staying in the guest house for like the past year. Through like the whole fucking COVID thing. He was like staying in a guest house, or he was staying at his own place because obviously he's rich as fuck. And you know, that guy fucking loves himself so much. I can't stand A-Rod. I really can't stand A-Rod. And it was just like, but you know, they were kind of meant for each other because they both are so much in love with each other. With themselves, I mean. Not with each other, but with themselves. So anyways, congratulations. I'm sure she'll get another ring. She's got more rings than fucking LeBron, right? I think somebody said that. I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. Jeez, J-Lo, nice one. And then look at this art by George right here. That's pretty awesome stuff too. Look at that showing. Oh man, if only we could, I hope that we can get something like that. But yeah, he's got some Thomas Wayne Batman right there. Of course, he's got Keaton Batman, and then he's got both Affleck and Keaton right there. So awesome work, totally. And then something somebody noticed in the Shang-Chi trailer, there is a Captain America type shield right there in the background. But everybody's kind of wondering, is that Steve's or is that Tom's? Is that Mr. Walker's? Huh? Or not Tom, John. Why did I think Tom? I don't know. John Walker's. I forgot. His name was even more generic than actually the more generic white guy name than Tom. So John, yeah, my bad. Which of course, you know, if you're catching up with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you kind of saw a little something right there. So, and then congratulations, we to Joaquim Dos Santos, Kemp Powers, and Justin K. Thompson. That's right. 3 directors for Into the Spideyverse Part 2, which, yes, I can totally understand why they need multiple directors. There is a lot that is going on. I mean, the first one, holy shit. And the first one had 2 directors, right? Or no, it had 1 director, but of course the other 2. Okay. But I think this one's going to be insane. But yeah, 3 directors for Into the Spideyverse 2. and and Variety just announced them, and I can't wait for it because honestly, I'm one of those that says Into the Spideyverse is the best Spider-Man film. I mean, obviously, when it comes to live action, we can all agree that Spider-Man 2 has always been number one. But when it comes to overall, I mean, it's just like when you omit Batman Mask of the Phantasm from the list because it's animated. I say fuck that. I think Mask of the Phantasm is in the top 5, of course, when it comes to best Batman films. So, and then let's see, best fight. Yeah, we'll talk about that. And then here we go, guys. Here we go. It's Mortal Kombat week. Mortal Kombat week. So we got the screenwriter envisions the film as the first in a trilogy. I would love to come back and explore. There's just so much of the mythology that we didn't have time to get into. Yeah, because, 95 minutes or whatever. I think it's longer actually now. Just not enough time, Warner Brothers. Did you see the Flash trailer? Music. Okay, yeah, we'll be talking about that, TTC. We'll be talking about that. That's one of the topics. But yeah, so yes, Mortal Kombat. And I will be giving my reviews. And yes, they will be early. I'm not sure. I see some people have already talked about the reviews. I was told there was an embargo, so I'm not saying anything. I can't even say that I watched it. So did I watch it, guys? Huh? I don't know. Maybe. Can't say it. I guess. I don't know. I'm so new to the whole embargo thing now. I'm like, I don't know. And then we got Jay Oliva saying happy 83rd birthday to Superman with the 75th anniversary animated short that he made, which was awesome. That had to do with Zack Snyder stuff and everything. I had the music and all that stuff. So hopefully you guys check that out. What's going on? Okay. And then we'll talk about that. And then, yes, now we have a Mortal Kombat clip that shows Melina and Sonya fighting. And wow, did the editor just go click, 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 click. A lot of edits in this clip right here, guys. Ooh, yeah. A lot of people not too happy about it. And I'm just saying, yeah, what you gonna do? And then, of course, we have Ray Fisher going, tweeting out when it comes to the Flash little logo right here. He says, now if we can get Walter Hamada to announce an apology to the participants of the Justice League investigation. So he's still pushing for that apology. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, somebody put the Art of the Speed Force, or, Junkie XL's theme. And it fits, too. It definitely fits. Right there. Boom. Yeah, it definitely fits. But we'll talk about the actual trailer. And then crazy how last night when Scott and Tim were talking to Snyder about things like Netflix stuff, Snyder brought up season 2. All of a sudden they release a trailer for, volume 2, I should say. I still need to watch the first season. I know, guys. I am going to. Trust me. Now, after hearing Snyder talk about it and everybody else going, oh my God, it's so great, you need to watch it. I'm like, all right. So before May 14th, I'm definitely going to watch season 1. So, yeah, I'm sure some of you guys will watch it too. Yeah, now we're talking. And then I just made this joke, of course, because I'm surprised woke Twitter didn't go, hey, why is Alfred mansplaining how to make tea to Diana? But I think it's an awesome scene because she's 5,000 years old, and then he's kind of set in his ways of I got to make the tea just right. It's a great scene. And her smile right here is awesome. I mean, come on, it's such a great scene. But I had to make the joke that he was mansplaining. And then apparently, guys, Vin Diesel wants to do a live-action Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie. And I'm going, hey, Real Steel exists. That pretty much is the live-action Rock'em Sock'em. So I'm just saying. You know what? And Real Steel is underrated. Hugh Jackman, I think it's a good movie. I actually enjoy Real Steel. When it's on, if it's on like TV, I leave it on. It's an enjoyable robot future movie. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, Vin Diesel. We don't really need that. We've had that. Come on. And then check out this pop right here. We got a Splinter Pop. Look at that guy. That is a detailed Splinter Pop right there. I'm liking that. And then even Mr. RPK even Mr. RPK is going earnings call in 3 days to hear some numbers, HBO Max. Like I've been saying, April 22nd, this Thursday, we got the Investors Day. Hopefully that is when we can actually get some. Hopefully that's when we can actually get some numbers, guys, because.
And you still can't see the numbers.
Yeah, Carol said, see the numbers. Jesus. All right, we'll talk about that. This is some pretty cool art right here from AP. You know, because we got the Riddler's brew. He put Batman stuck in the bottle. That's pretty funny. I like it. I thought that was cool. I like little art like that. And then hopefully you guys checked out my Shang-Chi reaction to the trailer. I enjoyed it for the most part, but I hate the little humor at the end. I thought that was dumb. And I just have a feeling like Aquafina, she's just going to be there to just make a bunch of like, jokes, jokes, jokes. You know, I think that's, and I'm like, she's really talented. If you watch that movie, I forgot what movie it was where she got nominated. That came out, what, like 2 years ago? The Family, something? You guys will tell me. That movie, the movie where, you know, she played serious. And she did very well. I mean, yes, she is funny, but I just feel like that's all they're going to just use her for. And that's all it's going to be. But I can't remember what the movie was called, where she goes, her grandma's dying and they're trying to keep it from her. They're trying to keep it from it is called The Family. Okay, so I was right. I was like, yeah, it's called The Family. Great movie, a really great movie, and she fucking nailed it. She showed her chops. She wasn't being like the funny one anymore, you know. So yeah, it's a really good movie. Yeah, you guys haven't seen it yet. It's based on a true story, and yeah, it's an excellent movie. And then of course, yeah, like I said, if you want to listen to me and Wonder Meg talk about Justice Con and ordering Taco Bell, and then happy birthday to Tim Curry himself, who of course has played a lot of legendary roles. Poor guy, of course, has been stricken with some illness, but he's still kicking, man, and he's played some legendary roles. I mean. And remember, he was actually supposed to be the voice of the Joker in Batman the Animated Series. So, and then, of course, hopefully you guys checked out the vodka stream. And then, of course, we got our boy. There's our boy right there. We can finally talk about it because Snyder finally revealed that, yes, Wayne T. Carr is his and ours are John Stewart Green Lantern. So I did a little video about that just to fully confirm it. And like I said, I've reached out. We'll see what happens, hopefully. And then this is just precious, guys. Come on. Come on now. This is precious. So fucking precious. Just The Rock and his daughter.
I saw what Aquaman just did. Is Aquaman cool? Is he the coolest? Who's cooler? Daddy?
That's great. She's like, look at her face. She is so into this movie. She is like, look at that. She's just so into this movie. I love that. It's so precious. And then, of course, there's a follow-up video. I should have pulled that up. But there is a follow-up video where Jason Momoa recorded a video wishing the daughters a happy birthday. And that's awesome. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you love to see when it comes to like these larger-than-life celebrities. The fact that they'll do stuff like that, especially when it comes to kids. And then, of course, Momoa even mentioned like, hey, you know, when it's my baby's birthday, I want to get some, you know, Uncle Black Adam needs to, reciprocate, I guess you could say. So you just absolutely love that. You absolutely love that. She's adorable, of course. And exclusivo, Aquaman's going to be in Black Adam. No, that'd be awesome, though. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want a Black Adam Aquaman kind of crossover? And then, break the bat right there. We got Aaron Bailey right there making some fucking Bane Batista art. Awesome stuff. If you're still in the chat, sir, good job. Yeah, I mean, that's the number one Batista talked about on yesterday's panel with Enosh, which was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I mean, everybody I love the fact that Snyder said it was so on the nose. And then Batista was like, oh, dude, I demanded it. I met with Warner Brothers and I demanded Bane. I'm like, we're not even making a movie. And he's like, Arr. But yeah, I know Lobo would be pretty good too. Lobo would be pretty good. I like the fact that he brought that up too. We'll be talking about that. And then we got some art here too. Hey, Mr. Kent, Wilfredo right there. We're very well done. Love that stuff. The basic sketch of Christopher Reeve Clark Kent. Really good stuff. All that. Joe Ming, of course, talking about that. Hopefully you guys caught the Batman the Fanimated stream with Scott and I. With me and Scott, I should say. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, that's what's going to be so fun about these streams is like you could really see our stuff. And then this is awesome right here that Batista, he talked about this with Enosh, that he had an Ewok village. And he decided to tweet it out. This is what's awesome about Batista, man. And I hope I can get him on the Vodka stream too. I'll try to work that out as well. Before Army of the Dead comes out. But man, just talk about just a kind soul, just a gentle soul wrapped up in a big, huge, scary package. I mean, that's what you love about these guys too. These larger than life characters, your Rocks, your Batistas, your Momoas. You know, when they're showing their mean faces and they're flexing, yeah, you're shitting yourself, but they're just big dorks. They're big dorks. They're big dorks. And they smile. And then, your heart just gets warmed. So Batista is just fucking awesome, man. And then some cool little Unity art right here, which I thought was badass with the mother boxes being different colors. Like that. Got all that. And then, of course, over the weekend, they were celebrating Action Comics #1, 1938. On that day, I think it was, Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember. Well, yeah, Sunday. Yeah. So just good stuff. And yeah, like I said, guys, Black Label Bane movie with Dave Bautista. I know a lot of people want him to be Batfleck's Bane, but you know what? I mean, Batfleck, if he's only going to do probably one more thing, which would be his story. So I'm just saying, give Bautista, because Bautista talks about how, he wants to talk about the intelligence of Bane. He wants to dig deep into Bane. So I say, just give him a Bane movie. And I still don't know why the fuck. I mean, I know why, because they're, when it comes to Warner Brothers, we know why. Are you effing stupid? They're effing stupid, of course, according to Mr. Lennox. And they Joker gets $1 billion. Let's not do any more Black Label movies. But how awesome would a Black Label Bane movie be? I think that'd be badass. So, and then, of course, we got this picture, guys. Remember when we talked about Purple Urkel? Yeah, that's right. Jaleel White. Doing his, he's got weed now. That's called Purple Urkel. And he's teaming up, of course, with Snoop Dogg. And this picture can cure COVID. I think it did. I think COVID numbers went down after this. To see Snoop Dogg and Steve Urkel and him holding up his weed. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, just awesome. I love that. And then speaking of Christian Bale, look at that. Look at Christian Bale right here with the shaved head and baggy shorts, showing up to Australia for Thor: Love and Thunder. So yeah, can we stop talking about that? He's going to be in a Flash movie. Okay. Some people are still saying that, still talking about that. It's not going to happen. Okay. Again, always question the scoops. Okay. Question the scoops, please. He ain't going to be, I highly doubt. I don't think he's going to put on the bat cowl again unless Christopher Nolan was involved. So he's definitely not going to do that. And then, of course, we had Debbie Snyder talking about how the zombie tiger was based on Tiger King Tiger, which is kind of awesome. And then, of course, Chris Terrio saying,
cinema. It's pure 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 cinema.
Say it louder.
It's pure cinema. It's pure cinema.
All right, sorry. I got really into that right there. I'm sorry. But you know what he's talking about? He's talking about the Flash scene at the end. He's talking about that Flash scene. Yeah. He's talking about the, because when Zack said, hey, Flash is going to save everybody and he's going to reverse time. And apparently Terrio was like, how's that going to work? And it worked. And it damn fucking worked, guys. And guess what? Now Chris Terrio was like, that's pure fucking cinema. Yes. When I watched it on Saturday night, oh my God, I get choked up every time. That scene is always going to choke me up. My God, man. And like I said, people I was watching it with, they were like, oh my God, this is so fucking awesome. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's right. I know how to beep. I could do some beatboxing, man. Come on. And then, of course, if you look at Wei T Car's, he changed his bio a little bit. Actor, director, teacher, 281400. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, he's having some fun. Love that. You could love to see it. And I would say like this is one of the best panels that happened yesterday. This was an awesome panel. Funny because Tig Notaro is hilarious. And just everybody just talking about the enthusiasm of Army of the Dead. And this was a fantastic panel yesterday. So hopefully you guys checked out the Spotlight of the Women of Army of the Dead. Really good panel right here, So, and it was kind of cool, like because apparently they hadn't talked since the shoot, and they never really interacted with Tig because obviously we know what happened with that. So, really good stuff right there. And then, of course, Wayne T. Carr showing his stuff. And then, this was, like I said, this was my favorite moment of it right there. I love Scott's reaction. And then I love the smile on, dude, Harry Lennox, also an intimidating dude. Harry Lennox is pretty intimidating. He plays intimidating characters. But when that man laughs and smiles, again, heartwarming. Just like, oh, my God. So that was easily one of my favorite moments of Justice Con right there. So, yeah, so all that stuff. And then, of course, this was also a good moment, too, where Joe brought out the beast. He brought out the beast that is Bubbles right there. So that was adorable, too. So good job to all that. And then, didn't quite make that. But anyways, guys, so there you go. Very well done. A lot happened this weekend, man. That's for damn sure. I know Tig Notaro is a really good name. Tig Notaro. And you know what? It's funny too, because I've known her comedy for the longest time. She's hilarious. She's always been hilarious. I used to, when I was working, when I was doing the cable guy thing, I used to listen in the afternoons. I used to listen to this comedy station that was on AM radio. Like somebody found it. One of my coworkers found it. You go, dude, it's 24 hours of just comedy bits. And it just plays little bits from all different comedians. So I would find out about all these comedians that I now am in love with now. And Tig Notaro was on there frequently. So I always knew about her comedy. It was just like, it's just so random obviously who she was replacing, also a comedian, but it's just like, man, the fact that Snyder was going, let's get her. And hopefully, from what we've seen, it looks pretty badass. Yes, Jose, you better be looking respectfully. Okay. Don't be careful. It is hard to look respectfully at the ladies of Army of the Dead because they are all badass and all gorgeous. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Flash movie logo revealed as production begins. So obviously Andy Muschietti, he put it on Instagram because he's not on Twitter. Good man. Stay off Twitter. Just stay away. Instagram's cool. You don't need to come on Twitter. Twitter that's where the war is. But obviously Warner Brothers posted it too, so we'll just run it right here, run it on a loop, and then okay. So obviously this is it right here. Boop. All right, so we got this. Whoa. Okay. So, let's mute that as it plays on a loop. So, some people, I've seen the discourse about the logo and the music, specifically the music. And I get it. It's perfectly fine. Like I said, when I tweeted out mine, I was kind of going, man, this fucking movie. First off, it's been in pre-production hell. It's been in production hell to try to get it all going. We were supposed to get this movie like 2 years ago, whatever the hell it was. And now we're finally getting it. Which I'm excited for, but I'm also not excited for because it's like, hey, can you please announce that Ray Fisher is going to be in the movie? Please. Come on. We want Ray Fisher to be in there, and it's hard to be super, super hyped for this movie when you know that Ray Fisher was supposed to be in it and the way that Warner Brothers being dicks about it. And we just want Ray Fisher to be in it. So, but at the same time, I'm also a Flash fan. And then of course, after watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm now an Ezra Miller Flash fan, 100%. And it's just like, come on, Warner Brothers, what are you doing to us? What are you doing? And I don't know. Hopefully they'll change their minds, and who knows? Who knows what the hell they're going to do? But and then of course there's the music. Now, guys, when it comes to the music, I know a lot of people are going, "Oh, wow, that sounds like Elfman's Flash theme." What the fuck? That sounds like the CW Flash theme. Yeah. There's similarities. It's definitely not. I don't think this is even anything. I don't know what exactly it might be. I don't think. Let me see. I forgot who. What's the name of the composer? I remember he tweeted out today with production starting. I remember I retweeted it. So let me find that tweet right here. But I don't think it's actually, I don't think he's really done anything yet, to be honest. But then again, who knows? But at the same time, I'm just kind of going, all right. I mean, I get it. I mean, the Junkie XL Flash theme is so awesome. But I mean, we kind of know that when it comes to that Flash theme, with the, the way that he was doing that, I mean, that was specifically really for that moment where he's gonna if I can turn back time, it'd be nice if it was Junkie XL. It's not. But Benjamin Wallfish, is that what his name? But he tweeted this out today, so we all know who is going to, he's going to be doing it. Apparently he did. He's done Shazam. I think he's doing Mortal Kombat. He did. Damn it, there was something else that he did too. I forgot exactly what else he did. There was another movie but I know he did the Mortal Kombat that's coming out. Oh yeah, it says it right here. Mortal Kombat, the Starling. Recent projects. He did The Invisible Man, which is cool, and he did It Chapter 2. That's right. He did Blade Runner 2049. So that gives me some hope right there. That little filmography right there of scores that he did, especially because I thought the Blade 2049 score was excellent. Even both It chapters had good scores. So I'm confident that he's going to come up with something very great. Why not use the Junkie XL placeholder? Yeah, somebody actually did that, and it does really work. But at the same time, it's like, that Warner Brothers and, those dicks, they're not going to do that. I'm not going to put that in there. It's just the way it is, sadly. So, but Techno Syndrome. So there's going to be some techno involved. I'm sure he's going to come up with something pretty good. I'm sure he's heard Junkie XL, all that stuff, and he's probably, who knows what's going to happen, guys. It would be nice if there would be elements of Junkie's score in there. It would be nice. And then it kind of makes you wonder too, but what I'm kind of wondering is the fact that there is going to be a Michael Keaton Batman. Ben Affleck, are they going to use... is there going to be a score previously, like a Hans Zimmer or a Junkie XL score used for Ben Affleck? And then, of course, we have Supergirl. She's going to have her own thing. I mean, there's going to be some interesting things when it comes to the score. And then, of course, you got the villains and everything like that. So, Mortal fucking Kombat, man. So, and then, of course, I was just going to combine, the topics. We also found out that, yes, we were wondering about Michael Keaton. It seemed like it was a little iffy. He talked about how it wasn't fully confirmed. And then he talked about COVID stuff, hey, going over to the UK. He was kind of a little worried about that because, he is just 69 years old, 69. But apparently, according to The Wrap, which I know, who knows if it's fully because it is The Wrap, but according to that, and this is what was caught around, and said, yeah, despite sharing his COVID concerns, Michael Keaton will arrive this week in London to begin filming for The Flash. Now, it kind of begs the question, too, is was he doing that for negotiation tactic? Was that part of it? Was he just going, yeah, I'm not part of this movie yet. What are you talking about, huh? Who said I was part of this movie? We haven't made any deals yet. Okay.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Don't mess with Michael Keaton, motherfuckers. But I've told you guys too that from what I gathered was he was not just trying to do one movie. Like he wants to do the Batman Beyond storyline. That's what I heard. Who knows? Take it with a grain of salt, as per usual. I don't know if that's, because I'm just going by what I've heard, and that could be a possibility. So I'm fingers crossed that they're going to give it to him, and then it's going to lead into like a Batman Beyond scenario. But who knows? Who knows? That's what I was told. Not sure if that's going to be the case, but who knows? I don't know. We'll see what happens. You think Ben is going to be out? I mean, I just kind of wonder how they're going to address the whole fucking Ray Fisher thing, you know? And we haven't heard anything from Ben. I mean, we heard that like people know about it. And even Zack has talked about like, oh yeah, Ben's going to be in a Flash movie. That's cool, you know? But who knows, man? Oh, I have the worst sources though. Yes, I do. Right, Jesse? You're absolutely right. Especially when it's, you know, one of them is literally the director of all the stuff we like. Yeah, that's right. All right, so we got that. And speaking of that, Zack Snyder's Justice League gets MTV Movie Nom. So, guys, I should have posted it down below, but if you guys go to MTV, go to MTV's Twitter. We got this right here. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Where am I at? Oh, all right. So we got this right here. I know Jesse's just kidding. He likes to bust the balls. He likes to bust my balls. Okay. I know he's kidding. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm saying I'm bad 1,000, but you know, it just kind of helps that now I can actually, when something comes out, I can actually go, hey, is this true? But yeah, so we got for best fight, we got this right here, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Vote now. So you guys go over right now and vote. Let's get a fucking MTV award for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay, so go over there and vote for best fight. This is the final fight between Steppenwolf too, by the way. Well, I mean, it could have been any fights, any of the fights that were in the movie, man. Could be up for a nomination, but go over there right now, or not right now. Wait till I'm after. Wait till the show's done. Okay, because you know I still got more to talk about, obviously. So, but yeah, that's awesome though. The fact that so much in the mainstream, it's so in the mainstream, and I love the fact that that it's going to be part of this year's movie TV awards. I remember when the MTV Movie Awards were really awesome. Remember that? Remember when they used to be really cool and they have like, you know, guests that did all these like opening parodies that were of the popular movies of that of the year. I haven't watched the MTV Movie Awards in I don't know how long, but I might tune in this time or at least check in and just be like, hey, is Zack Snyder's Justice League going to win best fight? So go and vote, guys. Go over there and vote. Let's make this thing win an award. Let's make it win an award. Just another little stab into Warner Brothers. Like, yeah, look at that. Just, you know, fucking wanting an MTV award for best fight. That's right. So make it happen. Make it be so, guys. Make it be so. Batman Begins parody. Yeah, they used to do a lot of things like that. Oh, man. Oh, you put Jesse in timeout, Jose. Look at you. I don't even know what he said. Jeez. Good old Jesse. Pissing everybody off all the time like he does. All right. And then, of course, we have Furiosa Mad Max prequel to begin production this year. So this was shown yesterday. This was director George Miller. It spills the tea. So here's they had like a whole thing in Australia because, you know, obviously it takes place there. And you got George Miller. And, of course, Chris Hemsworth is going to be a part of it, but we mustn't forget that it is a Furiosa movie, so it's going to have the lovely and vivacious and gorgeous Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah, the people have spoken. That's funny. I love the fact that you did that. Okay, here we go. Sorry, thought I messed up. But here's the announcement right here. George Miller. Right here, just in case you guys didn't see it.
Epic movie. That's a story I wanted to tell, but as it turns out, it just got a lot of their different scenes. I mean, the one thing I can say about it, the Fury Road happened over 3 days. I mean, the screens within the film happened over 3 days and 2 nights. This is a saga. Happens over many years. So there's a lot of different elements to it. But that's all I should say.
Do you guys realize this man is 76 years old? 76! And he's about to school everybody again like he did with Fury Road, like he did 6 years ago. 76 years old, and he's about to go back into the desert and cause some fucking mayhem. Crazy. Crazy. It's amazing. He does not look like he's 76. That's for damn sure. Crazy. Still killing it. Is he 76? I think he's 76. Man, I mean, I tell you what, but I love the fact that that's the case. So it's not going to just be a little contained story. Like you said, Fury Road was like a contained story that took place over a couple of days. This is going to be a saga. So this is going to, it makes you wonder, like, is there going to be sequels already? Are they already made? You know, Jesus Christ. Warner Brothers paid Miller. What do you, yeah, I know, right? Pretty much that's what's going to happen. I mean, I still remember when Fury Road came out, and I mean, tweets from actors and directors and all that stuff, basically just going like, Miller just schooled everybody. And when it comes to Fury Road, I mean, if you want to talk, how do you top that? I don't know. I don't know how he's going to do that, because it was absolutely insane. But hey, I'm going to be there to watch how he tries to do that. And like I said, you got Anya Taylor-Joy now that's playing a young Furiosa. I'm all for it. It kind of makes you wonder too, like because I thought they were supposed to, he had an actual legit sequel to Fury Road. Wasn't it called like Wasteland or something like that he had in mind. I'm wondering if that's still going to happen, or if the shoot between the two lead actors was so grueling. Like, that was the most grueling part about that shoot, was the fact that the two main actors, Tom Hardy and what's her name, Charlize Theron, didn't really get along. I don't know if you guys heard that, but they did not get along. Nice catch, Slader. Yeah, there you go. To round out that inning, good job. Anyways, it kind of makes you wonder. It's like, nah, let's do a different thing, and we're gonna cast different characters and everything like that. So I don't know. It sucks. Exactly, Mattia. If how do you not want that? I mean, especially. I mean, you know that Warner Brothers is all about like, hey, George Miller, please give us more. We want the more desert wasteland that you're doing. Imagine similar movie with a different directing style, that is Zack Snyder doing it with DC characters. Okay? Imagine that. You know for a fucking fact, because you know there's a Nightmare Batmobile that probably looks straight out of fucking Mad Max. You know that there's probably a design out there. Patrick Tatopoulos probably has it sketched on a fucking cocktail napkin. You know he does. When there was like that idea of having this wasteland, when they had this idea of a wasteland nightmare world that was going to be mainly Justice League 2. I mean, could you imagine that? Could you imagine? Take it easy, Joey. I mean, come on, man. And you know that Snyder would just totally go full on, like he would summon his inner George Miller to make some crazy ass sequences when it comes to that. Can you imagine that, man? Yeah. I think we'd all still marry Charlize. She's gorgeous. Just, yeah. But apparently her and Tom Hardy just did not. Welcome back, Jesse. I told him to do that. I was like, nah, put him in timeout. Just kidding. Okay, so you know Charlize Jose, good. Tell her I said, what's up? You know, I host a show. She wants to come on and have a drink. That'd be sweet. But anyways, it just boggles my mind. It's like, how would you not want you know that Snyder would put his own spin on like how Fury Road was, put that with DC characters. Just imagine the slow motion, the in and out slow motion shots, the beautifully crafted shots, all in fucking 4:3 IMAX. Oh my God. And, you know, I mean, we know that, I think, like, when it comes to HBO Max, like, that's under Zack's picks. He has Fury Road on there, which, of course, he does. Why wouldn't he? This fucking thing is a masterpiece. I mean, Fury Road is a literal fucking masterpiece. Jesus Christ. Anyways, guys. All right, let's go to the Twitter questions. All right, let's go to the Twitter questions. Thank you guys for sticking around, and thank you guys for submitting these. Let's try to get through some of them here. All right. Mr. Darren, laugh now, cry later. It seems like every time something with the Flash movie is announced, Ray tweets something like now would be a good time for Hamada to apologize. Could there be I know it seems a little interesting. It almost seems like Ray has kind of changed up his tone a little bit. Like he did get some, he did get Berg apologized and whatnot, but he wants Hamada to apologize to the people involved in the investigations. Like, come on, Hamada, swallow your fucking pride, dick, and do that. Do it. Come on, do it. And we got Jose here showing us when he was in Hollywood. So you got Zack Snyder's Justice League right there. Then across the street, you got the Nevers. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. Poetic. That's poetic. Carrie. Hey, Dave. If you were to give it in terms of percentage, how much creative control does Muschietti have for the Flash movie versus what is being mandated to him by Hamada and the other execs? I don't know. I mean, the fact that we know that Andy and Barbara, the Muschiettis, were on Ray's side. They were definitely on Ray's side. And if he's not going to be in it, that means, they probably hold at least, 30% control. I'm going to put that number in there. Hopefully it's more. Hopefully the Muschiettis have more control. I don't know, 30%, maybe 20. I don't know. It just sucks because I just want to wake up to an announcement that Fisher is in it. That would, how good that would look. How good Warner Brothers would look, how much they would get back on the fandom's good graces. We got all these people that are going, what the fuck, Warner Brothers? You're not going to do more Snyderverse? What's going on with this Ray Fisher thing? You guys removed him from the Flash movie? If they were to be like, all right, fuck it, we're going to do this. You know how good they would look? And they would win back a lot of people. They would not fully, of course, but, they would win back quite a bit of people, I think. But, the egos and the fucking whatever the hell. And with the plan. Matthew Kempf. Did you find the caterpillars on Joe's iPad screen? Good interview, though. We learned a lot of stuff. Yeah. Apparently when it comes to StreamYard and iPads, they don't play well. That was a pretty unique way of explaining how it sounded. Caterpillars. I was like, interesting. Like all the little legs going. I guess that's my guess. Brad. With how much difficulty the Flash has been through already, do you think Warner Brothers will apologize to Ray as he's asking? Also, I think they did apologize, though. He wants them to apologize to the other people. Also, with Zack Snyder's Justice League being nominated for Best Fight at the MTV Movie Awards, is it not now the most epic cul-de-sac there ever was? Exactly. Suck my sack. Jesus Christ. Lane. Long time, no questions. Gotta admit, though, the Flash teaser was dope, but nothing will top Junkie's score for Flash. Yes, I know. Do you think Hamada will realize that the key to DC's success is embracing all the fans and coming together as one? Who knows? Who knows what the fuck they're thinking, but I hope so, man. Aaron, think we'll get the JL suit in the Flash? Or a new one. I think we'll start off with the JL suit, and he'll eventually get the new one. We know that Zack always intended that. He said, because, there was concept art for a different Flash suit. And a lot of us, I remember when that was all happening years ago, we were like, oh my God, the Flash is going to get two suits. Cool. But I think he was like, no, I'm going to set it up with this suit. And then whoever takes on the Flash movie, they're going to create the new suit, which will probably be from Bruce Wayne. So we'll see what happens with that. Bradley, what's going on, brother? Who are your top 3 villains of all time? Fantastic job this weekend. Much love and appreciation. Well, I appreciate it, Brad. Top villains. Oof. I'm going to obviously say Joker, Darth Vader. And now I'm like, when it comes to villains, I'm like looking around at all my stuff, like going, when it comes to my last villain, I don't know. We're talking about movies in general. I don't want to keep it strictly like the nerd shit, but seeing Darkseid in Zack Snyder Justice League. I mean, even Steppenwolf. Oh man, that's a hard one. But I mean, definitely Darth Vader, definitely the Joker. The third one, I'm like, I don't know. There's so many but I'm almost just kind of going, man. This Ray Porter's fucking Darkseid was just so good. Yeah. Joss Whedon, Toby Emmerich, Walter Hamada. Yeah, there you go. Joker, Two-Face. Yeah, Darkseid. I mean, man. I would just say I would say Darkseid's the bigger villain because Steppenwolf, I mean, he's so trying to win his appreciation. And when he shows up on that fucking, that apocalyptic FaceTime slab, and he just cowers and he's like, oh, God, Lord, my clothes, my clothes fell off. It just kind of shows you how fucking feared Darkseid is. My God. Let's see. David Anato with Zack. I almost said Jack. With Zack choosing Jon Stewart, that implies events from the Green Lantern Corps' movie took place before jail. Do you think he knew about the movie's premise? I'm sure he probably did. How recruiting John early on, like how he knew Wonder Woman was going to be a prequel. I think you never know. You never know, but who knows what the details are. I'm sure he knew something about it. I'm sure he knew all the. He had to have known all at least the bullet point stories, the outlines for the separate movies. Of course he had his placeholders, but he was going to be working with some of the directors. So I'm sure he had something in mind. Mr. Cooper Knox, if Zack ever gets his Fountainhead project off the ground, it would be a good good money that Ben Affleck would not only star, but also write and produce as well, mainly due to the idea of them both having long conversations about the project. Yeah, I know. That'd be pretty sweet. I think you're onto something there. That would be awesome. Libra Lady, you still participating in the AT&T thingy on the 22nd? Well, I can't because I bought stock too late. So when I searched, I had no, because you had to buy stock at a certain time to participate. But like I said, and I will still say, if anybody out there has AT&T stock, hit me up or hit Mr. Russ Barnes up, Barnes. He's the one that's been kind of setting it up, trying to let some voices be heard on Thursday, and hopefully something can happen because they better show the damn numbers. Jesus. Venom. Hey, Dave. Hope your Monday is treating you gracefully. As a huge Mortal Kombat fan like myself and watching the recent clips of Mortal Kombat movie kind of has me underwhelmed, and I wonder, how do you feel on how this movie will perform on HBO Max? I think it'll perform pretty well, at least HBO Max. It's perfect for streaming, I think. I would say I don't know why they decided to release a fighting clip with Sonya and Melina. It's like, can we release a fighting clip with the people that have studied martial arts for a while and are badass looking while they do it? Can we show some Scorpion and Sub-Zero maybe? I find it kind of weird that they probably chose, nothing against the two actresses that were in that scene, but at the same time, they were probably just trained just in the last, before a few months before that. Show the fight scenes of the guys that have been doing it for years and years and years. Those are going to be the better fight scenes. So I'm just saying. All right, Mr. Q. Greetings. Question. Who's what is it? Schrodinger's cat's name? I have no idea. I know I've heard of that whole theory about the cat, but I have no idea what his name is. Sylvester? Huh? Garfield? Prime, Odd World. Since you're going to talk about Flash, what's your favorite Benjamin Wallfish music? I would say Blade Runner. I'm all about that the Blade Runner score. When I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the guy who did Blade Runner 2049 with Zimmer. I think the fact that was a combination, I thought, okay, he learned a lot there. Just like how Junkie XL did that with BVS. You're learning with a master, and then now you're going to be off on your own. I mean, look at what Junkie XL has given us. What Tom has given us after, doing a collaboration with Zimmer. I think the same thing can apply with Mr. Benjamin here. So hopefully. And then, of course, you're going to hear more of it, with Mortal Kombat, and I think a lot of people would be like, oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. I think he knows what he's doing. Arkham Gaming. I'm excited for all DC movies. I hate Warner Brothers, but as a DC fan, I can't help myself. I have to see their movies because I'm a DC fan. Is it wrong for me to watch the movies? No, it's not. That's one of the things that I will not. I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, boycott. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that. If you want to not see it, go for it. If you do want to see the movies, go for it too. It's your choice. I'm not going to sway you either way, unless there was some definitive reason. Because like I said, I feel bad for the Muschietis being trapped between this bullshit. And it seems to me like they're going to probably give us a pretty damn good Flash movie, which I'm begging for. I mean, obviously now Flash is, after seeing him in Zack Snyder's Justice League, I mean, it's going to be hard to top that for sure. Which is another thing too, and some people realize is the lightning on the logo is, it's more orangish. It's not blue, which of course, the different. There's like the different meanings of the lightning, which I'm sure they'll have probably a backstory. I think even Snyder even talked about he's kind of just trying to find himself, so the lightning is going to be different. But we'll see what happens. Boycott. But if you still want to see it, there's nothing against that. I mean, I get it. It sucks. It's exhausting being a DC fan because you want to say fuck off Warner Brothers. But at the same time, I'm like, I want to see their movie though. If Ben is still in the Flash, as far as we could tell, he's still supposed to be in the Flash. So Edward, hey Dave, was curious to know, will you be doing a live stream on the 22nd of this month for Investor Day? If so, what do you expect to happen? AT&T responded to a fan. Yeah, they also deleted that. AT&T responded to a fan with a Ben Affleck clip when asked a question from him. Yeah, they deleted it too, which was funny. I'm hoping something. I don't know. I'm not going to do a live stream unless something crazy happens. But I don't have any plans on doing a live stream right now. Oh yeah, that's a good choice right there. She wouldn't be a bad choice for. Yeah, look at those eyes, man. I mean, that would be a good choice. Alejandro, to have Ella Purnell be Batgirl, not too shabby. And John, the Zack Snyder cosplay. You got the white V-neck. You got some glasses. You got a camera. And you got some muscles. There you go. It's what you need right there. It's what you need. So that's good stuff. I love that. And then let's see. Eric said, "Hey Dave, so Jay Oliva said on Saturday that Zack has in his Snyderverse vision a Flashpoint film following the 5-part trilogy. So what about the classic final scene of Barry giving Bruce a letter from Thomas, considering how Bruce is kind of dead?" Maybe it'd be something different. Who knows? But I know he said something about that a Flashpoint story kind of would happen, which would then cause a reboot. So I wonder if that's what. I wonder when what's her name talked about Flashpoint being like a reboot. I wonder if she heard something about that from when it came to the Snyderverse. I wonder if that was actually the case right there. But I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for the questions, guys. Sorry if I didn't get to a lot of them. I'm like, looking at the time, and I have to pee. So I've been just like on the Phantom thing. I had to pee. Oh my God, what kind of play was that? Botched double play again. Jesus. Snyder said before the other DC directors and actors are his friends, so he would never want their movies to fail. Exactly. And I think he's probably got big time respect for the Muschietis. I would not be, he's never going to go up against them. Even when it came to Patty and Wonder Woman 84, do you think that was in the realm of what Snyder would want in like a Wonder Woman movie? Absolutely not. We know that his Wonder Woman is warrior and just ruthless. And, he has this whole backstory when it came to that placeholder image. And it's not a PG-13 Wonder Woman. Definitely not. But he's going to respect other filmmakers' views or their looks, their perspectives on these characters. So, yeah. 100% that, man. And, I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing what the Muschietis do. And I still want to know what Ezra Miller has to say about all this. God, if we could just wake up Just wake up one day and hear that Ray Fisher is back in the Flash movie. I mean, the optics of it all, with just the PR of it all would look good, but the fucking egos, the fucking ego. You know how good that would look? And with the plan, you know how good that would look? Because that would give a little reassurance that maybe the restore the Snyderverse is kind of a, maybe when all the hashtagging and restore the Snyderverse kind of maybe, make the fans a little more hyped for the Flash movie. I'm telling you, there are a lot of fans out there that are not going to see the Flash movie, but you put Ray Fisher back in there, holy shit. You're going to see those fans change their minds. Just saying. Ann hates money, man. Good Lord. But, like I said, it's up to you what you want to do. I'm not going to tell people otherwise. I made a video about should we support it? And I always said, let's wait till we fully figure out what's going on with this thing before you make your decision. And I get it. If you want to not see it, fine. It's hard for me to just say no when you got a Flash movie, which, he's one of my favorite characters, besides Bat. And then, of course, you got two Batmans in there, so I'm just kind of like, it's hard for me to just go, fuck it. I can't watch it. It's going to be too hard for me to do that because I want to see what the Muschiettis do, because it wasn't them being dicks, it's this fucking studio. So, whatever, Oh, we got Nicotina's mom in here again. Jeez. Always showing up. But anyways, guys, hopefully it'll all get worked out. And like I said, fingers crossed that they just go, hey, Ray Fisher's going to be in it. Boom. That would blow up the internet. And there would be so many more fans that would get behind the Flash movie. It'd be smart. It'd be super smart for them to do that. But who knows if they're going to do that. But anyways, guys, all right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And I appreciate you guys clicking in and spending some time with me as per usual. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the kind words about the weekend and stuff like that. And again, praises to Wonder Meg and the Nerd Queens for pulling off an event. And hopefully we'll get more of that. Yeah, it's going to be Ralph Boner. Ralph Boner is going to show up in the multiverse. But anyways, guys, make sure you hit that like, thumbs up before you leave. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. And of course, if you want to join Film Junkie and become a member, hit the join button. And then of course, Patreon also really helps out the pirate ship, and you get some early access to things and whatnots right there. And then of course, the merchandise down below. If you want to get a shirt like the shirt I'm wearing right now, it is down below. And hopefully I got to get some new drops. But yeah. I got some other drop ideas that from Justice Con that hopefully will be used. But who would be happy that Ray Fisher was back in the Flash?
Everyone!
I think we can all agree. Maybe not those bloggers that are all against him and shit like that say he's lying, he's being a crybaby, he's not.
Shut up! Shut up!
That's what I have to say about those guys. Anyways, all right, guys. Love you. Talk to you later.